This is the front end of the knowledge working survey site, which is based on a software which is called Lime Survey. So as you can see that there may be one or many surveys that people can access, and they can put in data about themselves and complete the survey. But to construct the survey, you need to go to the administrator site, and once you log in, you will see a screen like this. Now each survey is made up of groups of questions, and each groups has different types of questions, and the questions can be of many types, multiple choice, it can be yes, no, etc., which we'll see in a very short moment. So to create a new survey, you press the new create survey button, and it will bring up a list of screens. Obviously English will be the title which is chosen, but you can give it a title that's important, and we will give the sample survey. Once that is done, you can also give in a description which appears in different parts of the survey, and also a welcome note which people can put in, or they will see when you go to the website. You can also put in the administrator email, etc., and then you create a survey. Once the survey is created, the next step is to actually create the groups. So this was the survey level, and now you're at the groups level. So first would be to create the first group, and for that you do add new group, and it could be, for example, personal details, right? And you can give it a description, and so the name of this group is personal details. Now you can see that you've created a group, so personal details is there. To each group you can add questions, and for that you press this button, and you can see that you have to give it a code, a unique code within that survey. For this case we can just give it one. What is your first name, right? So that's the question which they will see. If you need to put a little help tip with the question, you can put it here. For example, put in your first name. Now once that's done, what you can also do is next choose the type of question, and there are a whole a whole types of different questions. Some of the commonly used ones are arrays, list, gender, not so much, but the one for this one will be a short free text, which means they'll get a little space to put in the data. You can also have a long free text if they're, for example, typing up a long answer. If it is mandatory, I'll say yes, and you add the question. So that's quite simple. So now we've kind of added the survey, the group, the question, and here's is the each question. Now I want to create another question. I click that question button, and I say give it a code and say which country, and in this case I'll choose a drop down box. Let's have a look at this, and let's go for a list drop down. It is mandatory, yes, and I am going to add a question. Now in this case you also have to define what the drop down values are going to be, and you can see that you need to add answers to the question. So you click that or here, and it'll give you the different choices. So in this case the first answer is going to be Australia, and I say add a new answer. Oops, sorry, I need to supply a code, so it's Australia, code is 1. Hopefully this should work. And code number 2 is Singapore. Add a new answer, and if you need to delete the answer or edit it, you can delete, and you can also put the values, bring the values up and down by using up and down buttons here, and finally Japan. And there you go. So I've created 2 questions in a survey, and that's kind of done. I need to save all. That saves it. So now I've got a question. Let's have a look at the survey, right? And before that, there is a mode in which you can test the survey while it is still not live. So test the survey. You go there, and it actually allows you to test the survey. So you can see that the sample survey, the title that we gave it, we said welcome, and that's next question, personal details. What is your first name? Spelling mistake there. Josh. Which country? And you can see there's a list box there, and submit. Obviously it won't allow me to submit because I still haven't made the survey live as yet, right? So that is my testing. So you keep on testing to make sure that you've got the questions right, but you can also change the settings for the survey. For example, using the survey security settings, the edit current survey, that's the button. As you can see that you can go back and change a few things. So in this case, the present navigation is that it is question by question. I would want instead of each question appearing on a new page, I want all the questions in one group to appear in one page, right? You can choose the different defaults. In this case, it'll change the color and appearance. So I will do business gray, so that's how it'll look, and then you go to publication and access control, an expiry date if you want to give it to, allow public registration is I guess yes or no, and also CAPTCHA is the kind of the question that you can put in front. For example, you can talk about the that allows people to put in an answer before they can do the survey. So it's a security measure. So that way, so you can see that's basically the settings there. There's also one around anonymous, which I'm trying to find, okay, it should be somewhere there. List survey publicly, that's important. You say yes, it appears on the front page of the survey. So we say save and continue, right? And then what we need to do is we kind of need to activate the survey once you're ready by pressing this button, and that activates the survey. The other thing also you can do is if you just want to restrict the number of or restrict the people who can do the survey, what you can generate is tokens. What tokens allow you to do is it gives unique numbers that people have to use to do the survey. But to do that, I will need to first make the survey live. So I make it live by pressing this little green button, and it says that once it goes live, you can't add, delete groups or remove answers or delete questions, but you can change all these things. And then I go activate survey. Now you can see that it has been activated, and what you can do is actually generate tokens for that. Edit and activate tokens here. So this will create the token, right? So but that's another topic which we'll deal in later and in a later topic. All right, thank you very much.